My past does not determine my future. I am not a product of circumstances. I am. Mindset is like operating system of a computer. Mindset can be corrupted, can be updated, and can be outdated. Yes. All right. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As it is right now, where you are, where I am, is based on my mindset. That's the truth of the matter. There's no prayer only cannot change somebody's mindset. Rather, it is the right information that does. You hear people go to church and make confessions like, yes, this is my year of dominion, I'm going to make money this year. But because the state of his mind or her mind is contrary to what he's saying, what he's thinking will stay. If your name is wealth and you're not thinking wealth, you'll be as poor as anybody. So your mindset controls basically everything. That's what the Bible says, and faith comes by hearing. Now, that means faith is a thing of the mind. So it is by hearing the right information and hearing the word of the Lord. So it is hearing the right information, not just the praying. For every mindset, someone is gaining and someone is losing. Countries are feeding fat on Africans' mindset. There are countries that never want Africans to get a better mindset. You can take a man out of a location, but if you don't take the location out of a man, there's a problem. You see an African, see another race, you see him quickly changing his accent. What's wrong with the way you are speaking before? You see an African who doesn't have an English name quickly formulate an English name because he wants to belong. Influencing mindset. And this is mainly to majorly Africans. Why? Because I've seen other races, they tell you their name. If you can pronounce their name, fine. If you can't, that's a problem. Hello, how are you doing? Congratulations. Here we are on the Mindset series. Yes, I am glad you're able to make it. And I want to tell you congratulations, congratulations. And we'll be starting with this wonderful confession. Please say this with this conviction in your hearts. I am what God says I am. I am the head, not the tail. I am above only, not beneath. My past does not determine my future. I am not a product of circumstances. I am what God says I am. You see, this topic was not something I thought about, okay, let me create one topic, one content. No, this topic was given to me by God in the place of prayer. So it's not just one of those topics. So I want you to approach it with that, in that light. All right. So you see, mindset controls basically everything human being does. Yes. Our action, our thinking pattern, the kind of things we do, the kind of things we accept, the kind of wife you want to marry, to a large extent, is based on your mindset. Your perception about money, it's based on mindset. All right? So let's go right on into it. What is mindset? Mindset is a person's fundamental belief, attitudes that shape their perception and response to the world around them. So the way you say things is based on your mindset. The way you interpret it is based on your mindset. In fact, the way you are seeing me right now is based on your mindset. All right? What do you think about me as you're seeing me? What do you think about the world around you? What do you think about politics? Basically, everything is based on mindset, so to say. Now, let me say this to you. Mindset is like operating system of a computer. It controls the system, the computer. It could get corrupted. That's one thing you don't forget. It can get updated. For example, let me say this to us. See, mindset of what a man is 50 years ago has changed. A man then, what it means to be a man is get married, have money, give money to, give food to the family, bring in income and all of that. But that has changed. Why? Because now the women now are not housewives anymore. Rather, some of them are even having money. They're even at the men. So the mindset then has to be updated. So mindset can be corrupted, can be updated, and can be outdated. Yes. All right. Mindset is like a magnet that attracts us to a particular point. What does that even mean? It means that, you see, Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It means that whatever your mindset is where you're going to be. As it is right now, where you are, where I am, is based on my mindset. That's the truth of the matter. There's no mistake about it. Let me give this instance to you. If you give a man with a poor mindset 100 million of whatever currency, I tell you the truth, it's a matter of time, that person will go back to ground zero again. Why? Because his mindset is, I'm poor, I'm this, I'm that. However, if a very wealthy man loses all his wealth, and within a space of some time, you also get up again. Why? Because his mindset says, I'm going to be wealthy. In fact, I've heard of a case of someone that really lost all of his wealth, all of his possession. But we just saw the guy smiling. Why? Because he said, my brain is still intact, I'll still get it again. That's the mindset, all right? Mindset is transferable like genes. The way I look like my dad or my mom, that same way mindset can be transferred to children. As a matter of fact, all of us, including myself, are product of mindset. We are being given mindset from as we're growing up, the way our parent is talking to us, our environment, everything is instilling mindset to us. And you know what about mindset? Mindset says, I will do to you what I did to them. What does that mean? If you have the mindset of our parents, whatever they experience, we experience it. And that explains why there's transference of things, generation to generation. People fail here, they keep failing. So if anything has to change, mindset has to change. We are just getting started, please. Prayer only cannot change somebody's mindset. I say that again. Prayer only cannot change someone's mindset. Rather, it is right information that does. If it's only prayer that changes people's mindset, Nigeria, my country, who prays a lot amongst other African countries, should have been one of the best countries in the whole world. But because people don't know that, people just go to church, religious center, all of those things, people pray, but because the mindset is not tallying with what they are saying, whatever happens goes back to what they are thinking already. And that's what the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. See, this is a very serious matter. You hear people go to church and make confessions like, yes, this is my year of dominion, I'm going to make money this year, we're going to do this, blah, 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 blah. But because the state of his mind or her mind is contrary to what he's saying, what he's thinking will stay. Let me even give you something very funny. Do you know that if you are bearing Prosper as a name, I'm sorry if anybody here is bearing Prosper, but your thought is not prosperous, I am telling you, you will experience what you are thinking about. That's why you see people like, okay, but I thought your name is this. It's not automatic. If your name is wealth and you are not thinking wealth, you'll be as poor as anybody. So your mindset controls basically everything. It means that it's mainly the right information that changes our heart. So you can pray. Good is good to pray. But if you are praying and your mindset is against what's coming out of your mouth, no, what you are thinking will prevail. That's what the Bible says, and faith comes by hearing. Now, that means faith is a thing of the mind. So it is by hearing the right information and hearing the word of the Lord. So it is hearing the right information, not just the praying. You hear people say in church, you hear people say, oh, I will eat the good fruit of the land, I'm going to inherit my labor here. And the same person will just say, this Nigeria can never be great. I curse this country. May God punish everybody. May God punish this. Now, see contradiction. For every mindset, someone is gaining and someone is losing. Hear this again. For every mindset, somebody is gaining while somebody is losing. Now, I'm going to really break this down. This is one of the things that's burning in my heart. See, countries are feeding fat. Countries are feeding fat on Africans' mindset. There are countries that never want Africans to get a better mindset. There are countries that wish that the way we are thinking should remain the same way. See, an African feels inferior when he sees other races. And I'm going to prove that to you right now. See, you can take a man out of a location, but if you don't take the location out of the man, there's a problem. Colonial master left Africa, but the mindset of servitude is still in any African. Even when they travel to any part of the world, it's still there. You see an African, see another race, you see him quickly changing his accent. What's wrong with the way you are speaking before? You see an African who doesn't have an English name quickly formulate an English name because he wants to belong. Inferiority mindset. And this is mainly to majorly Africans. Why? Because I've seen other races, they tell you their name. If you can pronounce their name, fine. If you can't, that's your problem. In fact, it's so serious that I saw this robotics laboratory in Spain or Italy, I guess. And this guy doesn't even speak English, but CNN came to cover that laboratory and somebody was interpreting. Can you see that? So all this English, so the mindset has made us think to speak good English makes you better. No. With all the English we are speaking in Africa, where is the innovation? Where is the breakthrough in the world of technology? Where's the breakthrough in the world of academics? So we're just thinking of other things. And I'm saying this clearly. Countries don't want Africans to be free. I am telling you this, if Africans can get a proper mindset, some countries, I don't want to mention names right now, will have a great, terrible economic meltdown in the space of just 1 month. Do you know how many bodies make money from Africans writing English proficiency exam? See, let me say this. I have to be raw. I'm not sent by man. This is what God laid on my heart, so I won't keep quiet about it. I won't say what anybody thinks. If it's only 2 people that heard this and ran with it, you know what I'm just doing at this moment? We are just starting the thing. We have not started the whole thing. Mindset of an African needs to change. Enough of just celebrating things we should not be celebrating. And let me say this to you. We think that the problem we have in Africa is governance. Well, that might be part of it, but the major problem is that an African has a problem with his mindset, which he or she needs to work on. I said earlier on that you can take a man out of a location, but you can't take a location out of the man. The way a Nigerian, for example, behaves where he is anywhere in the world can tell you that. Now, let me shock you this. Let me say this to you. Does it not surprise you that people in this same Nigeria or other poor African countries are still wealthy? What does that mean? It means that you could be in a country, but you don't have the mindset of that country. And you know what? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So, a Nigerian who doesn't have a Nigeria mindset will succeed in Nigeria. Now, a Nigerian in the wealthiest place of the world that still have a servitude mindset will still be poor. This is the truth. So that explains why even in Europe you still have people that are poor, because the mindset is the main thing. So it's not the country itself. Now you may say, okay, why do you have more poor people in Nigeria? That's because the environment creates a mindset and people don't grow beyond that mindset. People don't inform themselves with the mindset outside that place. This is very important. You see, I'm talking with passion is because that's the way it is in my heart. So you should know now, every mindset, including me, every Nigerian, every African, including me, every human has something he or she needs to work on.